I was really, really excited.
I felt so happy and proud,
Wow, I can't believe this.
and I got such a good experience of that.
Got really close and had this cool bond with him that I did not expect to have going into the fellowship.
3 PRs which were actually merged.
So that actually gave me confidence.
I wasn't expecting like the support and the encouragement you got me.
It's always a great time.
The opportunity to work on real world projects and on large projects.
That is something I would love to be part of.
I can't even understand the whole project in like a couple of hours or even a couple of weeks.
My first issue that I was assigned is probably the biggest one out of all of my assigned issues.
Got me out and put a stop to me being shy.
And my favorite game has to be the drawing and guessing game. I think it's called Scribble.
I least expected like to form such strong connections with my team members and fellows.
Welcome to the MLH Fellowship graduation. My name is Will and I'm the program manager here at the program, and I'm super excited to welcome you to the summer of 2023 graduation ceremony. Now, if you're new to the fellowship and you have no idea what's going on, the MLH Fellowship is a 12-week internship alternative giving students the opportunity to get real-life experience and skills to help them land their first job in tech. Whether you're a student, a career changer, or something else, this program is perfect for everyone. Now, we're going to look back over the last 12 weeks and celebrate some of the wins and accomplishments that you've all achieved. We're going to hear from a few of our fellows about some of their experiences and stories, as well as the pod leaders, partners, and the team themselves on their experience making this possible. We're going to hear from a few of our fellows now on their stories and experiences, so let's hear it from them.
My name is Ahmed Ihab.
Miss Kano Mike,
Hi, I'm Raj Patel.
and I'm from Nigeria,
I'm from Egypt.
I'm from College Station, Texas.
and I'm in the track of React.js.
It's software engineering.
As a G Research Fellow in the software engineering track. Actually doing a hackathon at University of Texas at Dallas.
I got to know about MLH through a friend.
Through LinkedIn actually.
We write up about MLH on LinkedIn.
A member of MLH came up to us.
Why not to give it a try or apply?
That is something I would love to be part of.
I decided to just apply for it since I had the fast track, and here I am.
I felt so happy and proud.
I was really, really excited.
Wow, I can't believe this.
During my interview, I kind of asked her a lot about her experience, and it sounded like she had a great time, so I was really looking forward to it, and I got accepted.
It was so large project that's been like 15 years building Gradle.
Kind of going back to my interview, the thing I asked my interviewer is like what she learned from it, and it was working in big projects. And I would say that definitely is like the biggest challenge, is working in big projects.
Trying to get the project I was assigned to make it to work on my local machine.
Confront myself with the fact that I shouldn't understand, or I can't even understand the whole project in like a couple of hours or even a couple of weeks.
The first 2 weeks are like really tough, just getting set up and trying to figure out the code base, figure out where you need to work in the code.
Because it's a large project itself and it has a lot of dependencies that I need to install.
But it's also, I feel like, the biggest place to learn. So now I'm like really confident and I'm a lot more comfortable going into these big repos. So it was an amazing opportunity to learn from.
Actually made like 3 PRs which were actually merged.
So I was able to make the job log model more responsive.
My first issue that I was assigned is probably the biggest one out of all of my assigned issues.
So I added a feature of opening the logs in a new tab so that proper analysis can be done on the logs.
So my contribution was that the server would respond better, more detailed error messages.
I enjoy the communication.
The opportunity to work on real world projects and on large projects.
So my maintainer, that's Rich Scott. He's a good communicator and he talks in a way as if, yeah, it gets you.
It has to be our stand-up meetings on game day.
The way of attending stand-up meetings, we have like at least 3 stand-up meetings a week.
Fridays in our stand-up, we typically do like some type of game between the fellows in the pod. And my favorite game has to be the drawing and guessing game. I think it's called Scribble.
Or willing to help and guide me on the right direction. And so overall, I think the communication is what I really enjoyed most about the program.
having different ideas with my maintainers. They weren't forcing their idea on me and just do something like that. They were also discussing their ideas on the advantages and disadvantages of doing that. So I think that was so good.
Just some people in the pod come up with really funny drawings, and of course there's really funny guesses, so it's always a great time.
I least expected to form such strong connections with my team members and fellows.
The way the communication was, I was thinking everything would be fast-paced and they expect you to know everything.
I didn't expect, I guess, to be so close with the maintainer of the project.
I wasn't expecting the support and the encouragement he got me.
Turned out I would actually interact with him almost every other day.
The maintenance, they actually know that, okay, we are not yet professionals.
And we would talk about stuff that's not even related to our projects at all. We would talk about Denver, the weather, whatever it is. And I just kind of got really close and had this cool bond with him that I did not expect to have going into the fellowship.
Before the fellowship, I'm actually a very shy person.
Fellowship provided me with much practical experience.
Brought me out and put a stop to me being shy.
They not also improved my technical abilities and boosted my confidence, but actually it had a huge effect on my behavioral side.
Gain some confidence when I'm explaining my logic.
I had an issue of demoing my work and showcasing my work.
So that actually gave me confidence.
And I got such a good experience of that.
I got the experience of being able to receive feedback. So I can now accept feedback properly and act on those feedbacks.
Happy hacking.
Happy hacking.
Happy hacking.
Those stories were incredible. I don't know about you, but I really, really find those motivating, encouraging, and I hope you feel the same way. Now we're going to hear from a few of our pod leaders on some of their experiences and a few final words to the rest of you before you graduate.
Hey there, congratulations for your graduation. I'm really proud of you all these 12 weeks. Your maintainers and myself seeing you grow a lot since the start. Thank you for believe me, I will give you some cool examples. Raj and Mike, huge shout out to both of you for tackling one of the toughest tech stacks I've ever seen in a project. Your incredible contributions will make a tremendous difference for Armada users. Don't let the project size intimidate you and keep communicating with your team to overcome any challenges. Kristen and Craig, you guys are rock stars. You building 3 different projects to find the perfect one is no small feat. I have learned so much from working with you. Embrace change, and I have no doubt you will become masters in your craft. Kristen, I'm in awe of your outstanding work. You showed incredibly bravery during project, and your positive impact shines through. Keep spreading that kindness to the world. Bolhan, you're amazing. Despite some initial struggles, you proved your adaptability and a talent in handling any changes. That smile of yours is infectious. Keep it up. Ganavi and Ahmed, kudos to both of you for taking on such a challenging project. Your contributions will undoubtedly make a positive impact on the community. Great job. Wishing you all the best in the future. I have complete confidence that you will excel in anything you set your mind to. Just remember to tackle it with a smile on your face. Happy hacking.
Thank you, pod leaders. Really appreciate all the hard work you've done to make this possible. Now we're going to hear from a number of our partners who helped make this program possible in the first place. They give us endless resources and support to help give you the best experience possible. Let's hear from their experiences as well.
Hey, MLH Fellow. Today is the day that we've been eagerly waiting for. Congratulations on your graduation. Now, as you are about to take the word, I want you to remember this. You can always make a great difference to the world through open source projects. You got a whole squad of friends and mentors cheering for you from every corner. You are not alone in this journey. Alright, it's time to throw that head high and celebrate like there's no tomorrow. I cannot wait to see all the incredible things you will achieve. With all my excitement and support, Jimmy Fong.
I'm Rich Scott, a developer on the G Research open source software team. I want to thank and congratulate our Summer 23 MLH Fellows for the Armada project, Kanu Mike Chabundu and Raj Patel. The Armada system is a large, complicated system of many services, almost 250,000 lines of code, so learning it and becoming a contributor is not an easy task. Each of them contributed important, useful changes to the system. Kanu improved our Lookout web interface for viewing logs, and Raj greatly improved the server-side logging for when errors happen. Both are smart and motivated developers, and I very much enjoyed working with you both. I congratulate you on finishing the MLH Fellowship and wish you both luck on your career path.
Hey there, my name is Jeff Wilson. I'm a software developer for G-Research open source software, and I had the great pleasure to serve as mentor to Bolahan when he joined us on the Fast Track ML project for the summer. Bolahan made some really good contributions to the documentation, to our system testing, and some of the features that we're trying to get rolled out into the world. Bolahan, it was a great pleasure working with you, and I wish you the very best. Congratulations, and I hope our paths cross again sooner rather than later. Take care.
Thank you so much to all of our partners for their support. We really couldn't do this without you. We're now going to hear from Amanda, the head of the MLH Fellowship, on a few words from her.
Hi everyone, and congratulations on today's MLH Fellowship graduation. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amanda, and I'm the head of the MLH Fellowship. The whole fellowship team is inspired by the work that you've done over the past 12 weeks, and we're so excited to celebrate those wins with you today. One of the tasks that I get to manage for the fellowship team is to run our admissions process. So I get to be a part of deciding who joins our fellowship classes. You can just imagine how many applications my team and I read every week. But the great ones stand out, and when I spot a good one, that means I get to meet our future fellows, meaning you all, very early in your fellowship journey, and I get to learn a lot about you from your applications, your GitHub profiles, your LinkedIn accounts, your resumes, and all that stuff that we asked you to submit as part of your admissions process. And so to prepare for today's graduation, I went back and took a look at the applications that you all sent in, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about the things that we know about this group of fellows, share some fun facts and some data and trivia that my team and the rest of the admissions team sort of got to learn about all of you. So this group of fellows graduating today is from all over the world. You probably knew that already. From Nigeria and Egypt to Canada and Mexico. You have interests and sort of special, deep interests in topics that span the world of software engineering, whether that's cybersecurity, Web3, front-end development, web APIs, DevOps, cloud computing, the list goes on. And not to mention, your backgrounds and lives are absolutely fascinating. Just in this small group of fellows graduating today, we have, for example, a contractor with a mezcal company, a passionate environmental volunteer, an accomplished singer-songwriter, and one person who described themselves as a, quote, professional air fryer on their GitHub profile. So, they're probably the person who always had great snacks at the pod meeting. I would have to guess. So you're a diverse bunch, which is pretty cool. But what you all have in common, and still, I would bet, have in common, is your passion for technology and your dedication to learning more. That's why you made it into the fellowship, that's why your application caught our eye, and that's why you've made it to graduation today. Every fellow in this graduating class has written code that will power critical open source resources for years to come. And in addition to your technical learning, you have all built connections and professional skills over the last 12 weeks that will continue to have a positive impact on you and those around you for years to come. So, whether you're toasting today's success with a shot of mezcal, or planning to air fry some crunchy chickpeas to fuel your next coding project, I hope that when you do so, you'll look back on your fellowship memories and think about where you started and how far you've come. Congratulations on graduation, and we cannot wait to see what you build next.
Thank you so much for sharing those words, Amanda. Really do appreciate it. Now, we are getting pretty close to the end of the graduation. However, there are just a few more things to do before we wrap things up. Some of you who've maybe heard and maybe remember submitting a photo, we have the class photo. Let's take a look. Wow, so cool. Well, that does mean we are getting to the end of the graduation. I want to just say a huge congratulations once again to everyone who has graduated from the program. And even though the program ends now, that doesn't mean your journey with MLH has to come to an end. We're always here if you need support, if you're struggling with finding a job, come and chat to us. We're here to help you. And we can't wait to see where you end up. That is all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see where you end up. If you have any questions or anything, do make sure to reach out and again connect with everyone on LinkedIn. This is a perfect opportunity to do some networking, stay in touch with everyone. Just because the program's ending doesn't mean that your journey has to end too. Now, if you're watching and you like what you see and you want to get involved, then head over to fellowship.mlh.io where you can apply for the program and maybe join one of our future cohorts. Well, that is all from me, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, congratulations, everybody. Happy hacking!